Am I having a spiritual awakening? No, not right now. I mean, it's been my experience that periods of awakening are followed by periods of confusion, and that all of this kind of moves in a spiral, and that we come into new levels of awareness, but that only opens up new levels of confusion. And so for me, I went through a period of what you're describing where, I thought I had healed myself. I thought I had kind of seen everything clearly, and it led me to kind of, breaking up with my family, going estranged from most of them, starting to talk about my story online and getting some attention, which led to kind of a coaching business and people wanting to talk to me. But I realize now that it's just a never-ending cycle. And so we have to kind of deal with these periods of confusion the same way we deal with these periods of awakening, by grounding ourselves in reality. I mean, for me, it's been really confusing because I don't know what to do with my life. I kind of accidentally became a social media creator or influencer or whatever the fuck you want to call these things, a little micro-influencer. And I've had a coaching business that's been going pretty well for the last couple of years, but it ebbs and flows based on whether I'm going viral. And so right now I'm in an ebb period, and trying to prevent that from affecting my confidence. I have to work up a level of ambition. I mean, I'm autistic. I don't really have like this internal drive for success. In fact, I think I fear success on a lot of levels. And so for me, ignorance is bliss because awareness is terror. I think humanity is learning that in a really big way right now. And so I'm just trying to continue to forge my identity, continue to kind of like forge my way forward in a life that's been completely interrupted by trauma and by the narcissistic abuse I didn't know I was experiencing for most of my life. My life was really stunted by all of this stuff, where I was drowning in drugs and alcohol till I was about 39. I've never really had a serious job. I worked for my uncle at a shoe company called Allen Edmonds for about a decade. I had a couple jobs out of college. And so I'm just trying to figure it out. And it's really scary, dealing with the kind of narcissistic collapse of the empire of whiteness that we're all experiencing right now, dealing with all of the uncertainty in the world. It's not exactly fun for me right now. And I'm just trying to survive. I'm trying to kind of have a good relationship with my girlfriend, which is always a struggle for children of narcissists and those of us with CPTSD. Learning to feel safe within the relationship space is really confusing. Learning to kind of deal with the ups and downs and the normal rhythms of a relationship is triggering in a lot of ways for me. And so, I'm more like fumbling around in the dark, kind of in a period of confusion right now. It's just me being honest.